Alrighty, how's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a good day and everyone's freaking out. But just relax, just relax. We got a lot of stuff to go over. But first, does the mic sound better? Just to make sure the mic sounds better. Is it too loud, too soft, just right? Let's go. How's everyone doing today? I'm just going to announce we're going live on Twitter. Give me 1 second here. Man, I just saw some funny shit we got to go over. It's just getting a little insane here, bro. Good, I didn't have the drivers and stuff installed last time. I just got that new computer set up, so hopefully it's way better than last one. Good, let's go, let's go. Alright, so we're gonna start off talking about good old Sammy boy, because good grief, dude. I don't know if you guys saw, but yesterday was his trade deadline. I'll say his trade deadline, but yesterday was his deadline to come on, and you know, he just of course ignored it. Now, could you imagine if me or you ignored this request right now? 1 second here, there we go. Could you imagine if me, you, or whenever we just didn't show up for court, we're just like, nah, it's good to go. Thanks, Aaron, appreciate it, buddy. And they're just like, nah, it's good. This dude just completely ignored them. This is insane. If me or you did that, we would have a felony. I don't care if you had a misdemeanor at first, in some small kind of charge. If one of you did that, we would be instantly have a felony out. You would have a warrant out for your arrest. And they're just going, well, there's the possibility now. It sets it up. And this is what I'm talking about, you guys. This is what was hilarious. We'll get to MMPL in a second here. These guys are sitting there just giving each other hand jobs in the back. That's all they're doing. I mean, this is literally ridiculous. You got sleepover at Maxine's house. Look at it. Watch this. Oh, sweet Samuel. Oh, let me blow you a kiss. You're such a sweet boy. Oh, I can't wait till you come cuckle me in front of my husband. Oh, don't worry. That was our deal so I could get you over to the Bahamas. We know. Look at this shit. It's literally ridiculous. You guys remember that banker who was, when they're having the thing with the senator and the guy's like, oh, one of my, people in my office over here is coming to work for you guys. He's, we know her dad already works for us too. He gives the best hand jobs in the office. You remember that douchebag? I mean, this shit, dude, is to a whole new level, you guys. Oh my god. At some point, I mean, a revolution of some kind's gotta happen. I mean, this is literally ridiculous. Today, I'm sure you all heard about this. It never ends, guys. It never fucking ends. So, basically, they should have had shorts cover in these last 2 days. And instead of doing that, they're pretty much going to halt this now until the delisting of the stock. Good old Finra, dude. I mean, Jesus. This is literally ridiculous. If they don't do some fuckery at some level with these, you know, the SEC, I mean, this is, God, this is unreal. This is basically the equivalent of turning the buy button off. This is saving shorts once again. This is also making it to where if people wanted to get out of this play, they are no longer able to basically do that. They're pretty much stuck getting to the new next bridge. They're pretty much just slapping them around from dividend to dividend to dividend. Are you 12? Corbin, you don't have to be here, buddy. Oh, God. Yeah, there's always that one crybaby in the room, you know what I mean? You must be a lot of fun at parties, buddy. But Jesus, dude. This is basically the equivalent of them shutting this off so the shorts don't have to cover once again. Because once again, if there was covering in any kind of stock of some kind, what would happen? The entire system would fucking crash. As we went over, and we're going to go over in a minute, even more fuckery. I mean, literally every single thing in this entire economy, in this world, they've destroyed everyone's fucking money. It's insane. And now what they're doing is they're going over, they destroy pensions as we went over and over again. And now instead of doing what they did in the UK, they went ahead and started buying bonds back to help those pensions relieve from the collateral that they needed to put up. Well, instead of doing that and all that, instead of stop stealing from us, we bail them out. And what does that do? Well, that makes Biden look like a fucking hero. Oh yeah, he bailed out these pensions instead of tackling the real problem, addressing the real issue of all the fuckery going on in the economy. And now this guy, what does he do? He gets votes in those states that he went and bailed out. Now all those unions, all those pensions, all those people love him instantly. Oh, he bailed us all out. Like I said, it's literally a joke. They make it look like they're the heroes when in the end of the day, they're the fucking villains. And you are going to pay for this. You will all pay for this bailout. It's another way of them, so they are able to, here's the thing. We went over with the treasury bonds. The treasury bonds are a way for the government to raise money. Well, when they can't go into they can't raise money in the treasury bonds, what they're able to do is the treasury can go ahead and dip into the pension funds and 401ks and insurance, as we went over before. And that's where a lot of this debt comes into that we're going to get into in a minute. Now, they're taking from those pension funds because, what? Oh, nobody is buying treasury bonds. They're just not worth it. Nobody thinks America can get this debt, and why would you? They see that we're going towards the digital dollar. They see we're trying to get CBDCs. They see that basically we're destroyed. The entire fucking dollars. We'll get into all that in a minute. But in the end of the day, they do all this fuckery, the shenanigans, and then they turn around and say, well, Biden's a hero. He bailed these guys out. Like I said, it's literally across the board. It's ridiculous, dude. I don't want to get too into this today. I want to cover it slightly. I'm going to put the article up so people can see it. Look at their evidence, see what you say. Maybe you disagree, maybe you don't. But I'm going to have this guy I'm hoping on tomorrow. He's been covering this for a while, so I mean, he's been doing some deep diving into this, so I really want to get his perspective on this. I mean, he's done some real DD. I mean, some really good work on it, so. But just so you guys see, FTX tokenized shares are now under scrutiny for stocks like AMC and GME. Basically what happened is the CME firm that they were working with, they stopped working with them in December. So the shares that they said that were backed by this company, they weren't even working with that company anymore. So how the hell could those shares be backed by that company? There's a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm not going to go super into it, but here's the article. Gonna go ahead and put that up here real quick, but I mean, he goes at, I mean, I'm gonna get him on here. He's gonna go deep into this stuff. I mean, he has a lot more knowledge than I do on this, but this also looks to me, so I mean, here's the thing. I always take things with a grain of salt, because this doesn't, I mean, even if it's a legitimate site, anything like that, because you can kind of see, I mean, he's using Twitter references, and I'm not saying Twitter references are wrong. That's where a lot of tons of accurate information comes out. But I'm just saying, when you see that that's your, information, a lot of times make sure that you always double check that information is correct. But this is where he talks about how they stopped working together. This talks about Peter Hahn, which I've had on the show a couple times. I love Peter. He's a very intelligent person, I believe. He talks about how they were using these to borrow shares, how the cost to borrow dropped drastically after all these came out. And one of the things I want to get into here in a second, and it shows how they had no shares other than in Hood. This shows how they actually went ahead and removed evidence. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's on this website, but I don't want to get so super into that stuff. But one of the things I did want to cover that I thought was pretty interesting here. BlackRock says to get ready for a recession, unlike any other, and warns that ways that worked in the past won't work now. What I believe he's talking about is ISDA, and like I was telling everybody, this is where they've been dumping the bodies. We're going to go ahead and get into all that in a minute here. This is where they've been dumping all the bodies. They know that they can no longer sit there. All these grandfather contracts are no longer going to be able to be hidden. All this hidden stuff is going to keep coming out, keep coming out, keep coming out. This is why it was so vital for these guys to get crypto, as we've been saying. This stuff, like I said, it's all playing out perfectly. But the problem is I didn't want them to go left. If we went left, it's going to be their bullshit fucking way. And they're going to try and do whatever they can to stall and do all this bullshit, short us down, put us into a mass recession. We're going to get into all this in a second here. But literally, these guys, good God, this is so fucked up. I mean, at some point, like, if this isn't stuff to revolt on, I honest to God don't know what the hell is at some point here. But what they're talking about is all that stuff's going to go out. We need new places to hide it. And then as we went over last time, what did CEO of BlackRock, tokenized, he says, get ready for the next generation of tokenized securities. They're saying that that's going to be the next major market. It's the future of the market. We know. They need tokenized securities. They need CBDCs. They need a digital dollar because they've destroyed all of this. Now, the 80 trillion that we went over the other day, one of the guys who, you know, worked in finance this forever, it'll wipe out every dollar in the world. 80 trillion goes missing. This is unreal, you guys. This is literally ridiculous. On top of that, 65 trillion, as we went over, in missing dollar debt, off balance sheet through other countries' currency derivatives. What the hell? There's just trillions going everywhere. The national debt. I want you guys to look at this. The national debt is now 31 trillion. Other countries own 7 trillion of that. And as you're seeing, other countries are getting less and less and less and less. And we're getting more and more and more. Why? Treasury bonds are selling less. And they're just fucking dipping into our pockets more and more and more. Now, if you guys look at this also, look how much we're throwing away. 1 billion a day on interest payments on the debt. 1 billion a day on interest payments on debt. This shit is unbelievable. I mean, Jesus. And then they're sitting there, and then if you guys look over here, household debt is again increased by 6.3% in Q3. It's going up drastically. We're at 930 billion in credit card debt. They're literally trying to squeeze out and crash everyone and everything. This was the left timeline that I've said everything. They're going to try and crash everything. And I want you guys to look over at the housing market and realize what is going on over there. Read this. Mortgage bonds are cheap, but no one is buying. And read. This is what I've been telling you forever. For the first time, really in this century, there is no government buyer of last resort. The government has been bailing them out. The feds have bought up $3 trillion in mortgage-backed securities. BlackRock, the real fucking government, has bought out all the mortgage-backed securities that they fucking can. No one's buying them. No one can. You guys look down here. A backdrop of uncertainty unleashed this year by the Federal Reserve's campaign to fight inflation, blah, 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 has raised result in a sputtering housing market. It's left those who invest in bonds Murphy, stop please. Used to finance much of this estimated 44 trillion housing market sitting on their hands. These guys are fucked. All of these people that have been buying this shit, watching it go up, 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 and then buying it at the top, making houses nobody can fucking afford. No one can buy these. Look out your window. Look at your own city. How many fucking houses are suddenly out and you're like, who the hell can afford those? No one. They're 400 fucking grand. Who can buy that? And all of a sudden they're all full. And what are they all full from? A lot of people are getting government assisted stuff. That's always something, and you're like, okay. It's always some kind of, no one can really afford these. Or they have it, and all of a sudden 2 weeks later, couple months later, boom, they're out of there. Look right here. 270,000 home buyers who bought during the red hot housing market this year already owe more than their house is worth. Now let's see what's going on, what's happening here in the market. So what's happening right now, because you have nobody buying, what's going on is you have so many people that bought these houses at such high rates. And they're refusing. They're holding till that last second. They can't take these hits. They don't want to take these hits. And they're going to hold on till that last minute. They're going to keep fighting it. So you have people that won't sell. They're still trying to sell at that top price. I still need this top price because otherwise I'm going to take a hit. And it's a back and forth battle. Back and forth battle. But guess what? Homeowners are still losing. They're losing rapidly. This was my point. They want to get everybody out of these houses. And then all of a sudden, guess what you're in? All these people are in debt. Like, a lot of debt. To where they're not going to be able to buy houses. They're going to need to move into apartments. Move into these government fucking assisted shit. And all this crap that they need. They don't want people to be able to own anything. When you own, you don't rely on them. So soon, people that are on this side, as you can see, their debt's rising. Their debt's going up. Their debt's going up. Their debt's piling up. Eventually, these guys are going to have to just say, all right, I have no choice but to take this hit on this housing market. And then on top of that, what I was showing you guys with the Airbnbs and those type of things. Airbnbs are getting fucked up too. Airbnbs, all these people that went out, think about this. All these people that bought up all these houses, wanted to make them Airbnbs and do all these, type of things. What did they do? They bought all these up. Nobody's going out to do them. No one's out there renting them. Now they have all these mortgages that they bought at high prices. Now they're going to have to start taking hits on those, and they're refusing to do it. But eventually, when you owe that many loans, and you're not getting the money from the B&B coming in, guess what? Those are going to start to crash. You're going to start to see a lot of these people defaulting. It's going to start getting crazy. Like I said, you're going to see a huge housing market crash. And I mean, go on any website that's in your town right now. I've already showed people last time. I went to my town and we found 15 or 20 houses that dropped over almost 30 grand in 1 month. 30 grand is, all right, I'm desperate. I got to get rid of this. This is what I got the loan for. Said stuff's about to get crazy, dude. Stuff's about to get real crazy. So you have 80 trillion over here that's being exposed, and phase 6 just started. And crazy how it's being exposed basically 3 months after, like I told everyone, 3, 6, 9, 12 months after phase 6, you're going to start seeing hidden massive debts come out. And what do you know? Right after phase 3's first, or the 3 months phase 6 contract, boom. Trillions of dollars come out of nowhere. Trillions of dollars come out of nowhere. This 80 trillions for like pensions. This is non-US banks. This is non-US bank 80 trillion. It's not like it's just, the banks. No, this is pension funds, insurance companies, all that stuff. Institutions, all this crap. It's going to keep coming out, and it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. On top of that, look at this. I thought this was pretty freaking interesting. So on September 10th, 2001, the U.S. Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld disclosed that his department was able to account for roughly $2.3 trillion worth of transactions. $2.3 trillion basically just, I don't know. Who knows? The very next day, the terrorist attacks that changed the world and started the revelation was forgotten. Or the starting revelation was forgotten, dude. They just, like I said, I'm not sitting there saying it was one of those look this way and that way, but I'm showing you the fact that $2.3 trillion is just kind of, where'd it go? Over here in the derivatives. Uncle Sam can't account for $21 trillion. This was like 2 years, this is 3 years ago. But you can see that the fact that they're continuously taking trillions and this and that and this and that and buying it. Oh, we bought this helicopter. Now watch how funny this is. Did I just freaking close something? No. Now watch this. It gets better on this. I didn't really even care about this part. if you come down here, it says that the Pentagon has 35 trillion in accounting adjustments last year alone. That's larger than the entire U.S. economy and underscores the Defense Department's continuous difficulty in balancing its books. Stop, buddy. Want your toy? 1 second. I'm missing something here. Or if you got me all messed up. He's been playing out in the snow. He's got this little door. He can just go out into the yard, and then he just touches me with these cold toys. It's ridiculous how cold they are. Good grief. But watch this. So when an account discrepancy occurs, like we're just talking about right here. So when 35 trillion in adjustments occur, it's customary to make it what is called an undocumentable adjustment. This is similar to when Murphy, stop, dude. This is similar to when your checkbook balance is off by, say, $10. You add and subtract that amount to make everything balance with the bank. So basically, we'll just write it in or out. We don't know where this money's going, but we'll account for it. We'll just add it here and here. Well, when you're doing it by the trillions of dollars, maybe it's fine when you got a couple, 10, 20, 30 bucks here. But when you're doing it by the trillions of dollars, Murphy's doing good. Sorry, y'all. He loves the snow, dude. He gets so jacked up. It's his first snow ever. So he's out there just playing. It's snowing right now, so he's going crazy. That's why I was late. It's snowing out here, and he just goes ballistic. If he's not out in that snow, he's going nuts. I'm trying to keep him out of the room here. So he's out on the deck right now. But, I mean, this is the point. You're sitting here, it's like, dude. You got trillions over here, trillions over here, trillions over here. We have trillions in debt. Now, this is the one thing that's always messed up. When the government talks about the debt and the national debt, what do they always say? We don't care about paying it back. It's no big deal. Well, of course not. It's our pension funds. It's our retirements. It's all of our insurance stuff. So when stuff needs to get covered, why do you think also insurance is so high? All this money is just not there. Why do you think when you go to claim stuff, it's the hardest thing in the world to get it? Why do you think when you go to your bank, you can't go pull out all this money? Oh, it's because it doesn't exist. It's not there. They need all this special stuff to get it over there. I mean, this should be the only thing talked about. There's 80 trillion missing. I mean, what other story is bigger than this? Literally, 80 trillion's missing. And what I guarantee, I don't even care. What do you let's just go to like yahoo.com. Oh, the Backstreet Boys holiday special pulled from ABC. Oh my God. What would we do if we didn't know that? We already went over this, man. This Finra rug pull was literally the biggest joke. This is their basically removal of the buy button. And not only that, this is them sticking you if you're in the play to where you can't sell. Even if you were like, fuck it, I just want to get out of this. I'm done. Nope. Not no more, you're not. You're going to sit there and you're going to ride the wave. You're going to ride the wave to the next one. And that's what I'm saying. This is what... Phase 6, all these contracts, the 6, the 9, the 12 that are coming, this is where all this shit's going to start coming out. The problem is like I was saying, if they tried to go on the timeline we were at, if they tried to veer hard left, they're going to take crypto, they're going to move this shit where it's unregulated, and they're going to try and hide FTDs over there. And what do you know? There's already reports over here with FTX and the scandal over there. That they're using FTDs and they're using locates over here and over here. There's already basically, like I said, this is where they want to go. This is why they needed to get in crypto, because now if they're in charge, everything's hunky-dory. No, it looks good over here. No, it looks good over here. We know. Let's get the SEC involved. Let's get all these so we can have this. We can have sleepover at Maxine's. Samuel. Let me blow you a kiss, sweetheart. Oh, thank you for everything you do for this country. Oh, my God. You steal billions, you're a hero. As long as you give the government millions, you're a hero. How is this guy not in prison? We already went over this. Her husband was an ex-ambassador over there of the Bahamas. And then there's connections to her and the new guy in the Bahamas. Yeah, there's no problem there. There's no shenanigans going on over there. And it's like, at some point, man, like, I don't even know what to say. I think all these contracts are still going to come out. And I think all these contracts are what's going to screw them. Because the rest of the world is starting to go, what the hell's going on over here? There's trillions of dollars. Look at this money, you guys. Look at that total. This is the trillions. This is all just hidden. This is all just missing. This is all, oh, no worries, we'll just write it off as an adjustment. There was a thing where they said that, and they go over here and they go, what the hell is over, you go, what was, how does this get so fucked up? How does this get so fucked up? And you know what their thing was? Oh, these fucking jets, they're expensive as shit. And we'll have one idiot and he'll come for the same jet 4 times. Okay, well, 1, he needs to be fired. 2, so they're, oh my, it's like, it's so, like, the way they're cooking books is so ridiculous. And then they just write it off. 35 trillion, dude. Undocumentable adjustment. Undocumentable adjustment. Just no biggie. Just, there you go. What about AMC? I think AMC is going to blow up when more of these keep coming out. And that's why I keep saying to everybody, if you're an AMC right now, you're an investor. I don't care if you were, oh man, I don't. You need to buy fucking tickets. Make Avatar the #1 selling movie right now. Go buy a ticket. I don't give a fuck if you're not going anywhere. You know what, dude? I'm just gonna buy a whole bunch of tickets for people is what I think I'm gonna do too. We gotta get tickets, man. We gotta make this Avatar the #1 seller. We have to do it. Make it the #1 movie ever. Blow it up. Even if you're not gonna go, just go online and say, what's the closest fucking AMC to me? And buy a ticket. It's $10. What about Ape? They're gonna keep fucking with Ape as hard as they can. Why? Because Ape's the... If we're not gonna sit there and support AMC fundamentally and everyone goes, AMC, they should already have it. I've put enough money into it. Well, you know what? They're still putting billions in it by the second. So if you think that you've put enough, I told you guys, you're climbing Mount fucking Everest. Sherpas die up that all the time, dude. Not many make it to the top. It's hard as fuck. We're fighting our entire government, banks, regulators, everyone. Finra. Finra today alone told you. I mean, look what they said. Let's read this real quick. Extraordinary events has occurred or is ongoing that has caused or has the potential to cause significant uncertainty in the settlement and clearance process for shares in TLP, and therefore halting trades and quoting it is necessary to once again protect investors and public interest. We're protecting you from getting rich. We're protecting you from the shorts having to cover their shares because it might be volatile and you might not know when to sell your shares. And it's not fair when they have to cover. We know. We know. Thank you. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you. This must be it. This right here, Hester Pierce must have typed this. Oh, Hester Pierce, it's so necessary to protect us. It's public interest when we win. It's protect us from our own interest of winning. Sorry. Nope, you gotta ride the wave to the next one. I mean, this shit is another moment. You have GameStop's buy button turned off. AMC, I just showed you guys with these liquidity fairies. Everyone can sit there and tell me over and over and over and over and over. Like I said, when it comes down to MOAS, when it comes down to all this fucking shenanigans, all the fuckery, all this bullshit ending, AMC will go way higher. If you can get a short squeeze, GameStop will go higher. That's how I believe it. I've always believed that. That's why I own both. And I get a lot of AMC because, you know what, at the end of the day, I believe will Moas, and I believe that Phase 6, I believe Iston, I believe the rest of the world will fucking put an end to it. Because we're the ones that been fucking them in the asses. And if you don't believe me, look at the trillions of dollars inside, or institutions outside the U.S. are holding 65 trillion in missing dollar debt. I had to show this because I thought this was pretty funny. Pentagon, as I showed you guys. What? 21 billion. We don't know where the fuck it went. I don't know. You got big old Sam. I don't know where those billions of dollars went. I don't know where it went. Nothing happens. It disappeared. Me and you. $600 is missing. I don't know. This dude's got your new IRS agents who got their new gats strapped up. Like I said, this shit's like fucking becoming crazy. Dude, there's no way. You start a GoFundMe page. Okay, one who's gonna run the GoFundMe page. Suddenly there's millions and millions and millions or $1 billion in there. Are they really gonna buy the float? They're gonna run away? There is no way you could get everybody to log on to one account and then buy the float. There's no way, dude. But, like I said, dude, this shit is unreal when you truly look at it. Why? Because, once again, another country's making CBDCs. Just announced yesterday. More CBDCs on the way. They gotta control your money. They've already destroyed every single dollar and currency in existence. They can wipe it in the blink of an eye. Like I said, this stuff is unreal, dude. Trillions just go missing. Nothing happens. They just keep going. They're destroying everyone who bought houses and everyone who sat there. And I've told you for the last 3 months, if you're thinking about buying a house, wait until about mid-January, February. I can't tell you that is financial advice. I guess I can't say wait until then, but I'm going to say this. If I was looking to upgrade my house or buy my house, I would be waiting until February or January to do so, because I believe they will. You'll see these prices crash pretty hard. I believe this number is going to be going way past that. I really do. And this is why I told everyone in the housing market the crash is going to be higher. We're at a higher peak. The peak's way higher than it was. And now it's coming down, and it's going to go from here to all the way up to here. So everyone told me that, no, this crash isn't going to be, no, this crash is going to be 2008 on crack. It's going to be way worse. It's not even happened yet. Like I showed you guys, you still have people fighting back and forth. I can't take these losses. You have people, we're going to take losses. Our house isn't worth as much. And they're like, we're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. We're going to keep piling on the debt as long as we can. Fuck it. But the second they can't, this will continuously drop. Unemployment's going up like crazy. People are getting laid off left and right. There's a mass recession coming. Ready for a recession unlike any other. They're telling you their plan. They're going to fuck us all up. That's their plan. They're going to get their regulators to win. Hey, this is going to win. No, it's not. No, it's not. Hold on, hold on. We don't have our CBD season yet. Hold on. And now, you want a little Billy reference? Here's a little Billy reference. Here's Billy over here. Little Bill. He's all fucked up. Got a little ice bag on his head. He's not feeling good. We're going to stick a little thermometer in his mouth. Little Billy, he's not feeling good, dude. It's like Pinocchio. They ended up looking like Pinocchio, dude. Alright. I don't want to. We'll just pretend little Billy's not feeling good. We don't need the thermometer. There's no way to make that into anything that I want anyone to see. Little Billy's over here. He's in, the doctors are still over here betting that he's gonna lose. He's gonna die. And all of a sudden, they see Ape for a second. They see that there's a potential, and they fuck Ape up. And then they got us over here. All the people saying, Little Billy's gonna win. And all of a sudden, this is what's going on. Now you got these doctors. They come over to Billy, and they're fucking kicking him. They're kicking him. They're fucking kicking the shit out of Billy. And you got all these people over here. I've done enough already. I've helped out enough. Someone else should do something. Adam Aaron. AA's over here going, alright, everything you guys want me to do, I'm watching this company do, this company do, this company do, this company do, and I'm watching each time Finra stick it up their ass. I'm watching each time the SEC find the biggest, what did he call him? Oh, Dwayne the Cock Johnson they could find. And put it right in there. They're going to keep doing it until the CBDCs come out. I'm telling you. They need them. They absolutely fucking need them. So, Adam Aaron's over here like, okay, I don't have all this money to fucking burn and start hiring lawyers and do all this shit. And I don't want to bitch, whine, and moan and see what everyone else is doing because then I might lose sponsors and all this shit. As you see, he's buying sponsors. He's over here looking like, hell, I'm losing fucking money, but they want me to spend more on something that won't fucking work because, duh, everyone else is getting fucked by it. But let's hire more lawyers and complain because that will make them happy? No. Does Adam Aaron do stupid shit? When he had fucking Ape at $4, $5, $6, $7, whatever, the moment he could have diluted it, the second he could have, he should have raised that fucking capital. And everybody could have bitched, whined, and moaned their asses off. And I wouldn't have gave a fuck. And then what he could have done right after that is done a reverse stock split. And all of a sudden he instantly free money. That's what I would have done if I was the CEO. I would have said, you know what? I could put an end to this right away. I would have done that. Raised a fucking whatever you could have raised. Even if it was $1 billion. Even if it doesn't matter. You could have reverse stock split, deleted those fucking shares you just basically issued. And guess what? Paid off a whole bunch of debt. You could have told this fucking doctor to go fuck himself. But like I said, everybody, you're trying to climb Mount Everest. You have doctors that have islands, everything on the line. They're going to come over and they're going to kick Billy in the fucking face every chance they can. He's got an IV over here and they're fucking unplugging it. This douchebag's unplugging it. And this guy's like, hey, Adam Aaron, tell him to stop it. You guys, we're getting fucked. Billy's getting fucked. Why? Because right here. Right there. Right there. Right there. Liquidity fairies are making millions and millions and millions and millions of shares. And guess what? This is after we all bottom up, and this has been going on for years. When you sit there and look at these numbers every day for years, that means there's nothing for them to find. They got to make them up to make liquidity. They got to create a fake share market as an exempted, send it off to the market. Oh, I'm providing liquidity. This is part of their 65 billion fucking in shares. Where think about it this way. When they do shares, where does it mostly go? Their fake shares go to payment for order flow, which is who? Retail. So that 65 billion is going to be mainly what? Retail's orders. Oh. So when you sit there and look at that 65 billion, in reality, you go, holy shit, that probably is mainly owed to us. They're not trying to fuck over the institutions. unless they don't like the institutions. It's probably owed to institutions that don't play by the rules, haven't given them complete control, or retail. Everything else, like I said, it's a big mafia casino with regulators hand-gibbering. I mean, look at this. Samuel, I can't wait until you bend me over my table and cuckle me in front of my husband. God. Let's just throw trillions around like it's no big deal. Can't find them. I don't know. If you don't find that $600 cash, like I said, at some point, what the living fuck? We're going to make tokenized securities the next generation. It's the next market. We love tokenized securities. They're the greatest things ever. We can make fake ones all over again. We can take all the fuckery and all the trillions and everything we've stolen, destroyed, and we can start over. But with more control this time. We don't want people to fucking be able to spend money, and then we'll just say, hey, you're too stupid to spend your own money. If you guys wouldn't have spent your money right, these crashes, they always blame it on us. Well, it's your fault the shit crashed. You guys stopped paying your mortgages. Oh! You mean it wasn't the ninja loans they were attached to? It was because, we stopped paying mortgages? Oh. Our bad. I got an idea. Make the houses cost more. That'll get you more mortgages paid off, won't it? I'm not even going to get into the fucking healthing industry and the joke that is. I mean, the corruption in the health industry is beyond ridiculous. There was reports saying that cancer patients, they make millions and millions off cancer patients. So half these cures are like basically meant to kind of prolong. I mean, dude, you guys should do some real research into a lot of these cancer things, treatments, natural herbs. My mom ended up buying this stuff, and it helped her out big time. And she started changing her diet with a lot of stuff, and it helped her out big time. And they didn't know what was going to happen with her. And like I said, man, the shit they put in our food, all this stuff, it's fucking nuts, dude. But whatever, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know what to say at this point. But like I said, dude, we need the rest of the world. We need 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, all this shit. We need these to keep coming out. Keep coming out. Keep coming out. And until then, we need to support Billy and stop the doctors from kicking him in the fucking head. And I know it's not fun, and I know it sucks, and I know it costs a lot, and I know we don't have a lot. So it's a rough battle. But blaming the big guy over here, and I'm not even trying to stick up for him. Yeah, he made mistakes. Other than blaming him for the mistakes he made, like I said, he should have issued ape right away and done a reverse split right off the bat. Just to raise whatever money he could have. To start paying down debt and bonds and get out of some of this shit. Is he fucking perfect? No. Like I said, I've disagreed with him on a lot of shit he's done. Why the fuck haven't you sold ape? If this many people tell you we will give you an ape coin, crypto, just use it at your fucking store or something at AMC's, and it will help pay off the debt, and you could raise fucking a whole bunch. Just fucking do it. You can put a stop to it at any point. Of course there's things he could do. He finally now just put out AMC merchandise and sweaters and shit. Fucking hell, should have been done a long time ago. Tons of shit he fucked up on. But the shit you're complaining about, him needing to go after the shorts and do all this shit. You're seeing all these other CEOs go after it and fucking nothing's happening. They're getting butt fucked by regulators. Hester Pierce is a regulator. She loves fucking institutions. She loves this shit. Why the fuck would she go, yeah, okay, you got me? No, the only people that are going to get rich are fucking lawyers. It sucks ass. Like I said, at some point we got to look at this and go, alright, we wait for these things to come out, support our shit, get Billy the fuck out of hospital, get him the fuck out of debt, make that a goal. You know what I'm gonna do? don't give a fuck if it's near me. I'm gonna find out what's. I'm gonna find out what's. I'm gonna find something here real quick. Hold on, but I'm gonna keep going while I'm looking actually here. But maybe this one right here. Damn, it's closed. Never mind. I'm trying to find the worst performing AMC theater real quick, and then buy tickets there. I'm gonna buy a fuck ton of them. We'll find it. Turn my whiteboard drawing into NFTs. We'll do it, and then we'll sell all these NFTs, and we'll just give them fucking, pay off the fucking, there you go, Adam Aaron. I'll send all these things. I have tons of them. Tons of them. But like I said, man, this shit, we're climbing Everest. We're climbing fucking Everest. And we need the rest of the world to start exposing it as it's already happening. I'm just averaging fucking down at this point. I bought in at like $6 hardcore right away the first time, and it was like, sweet. And it's down back to my levels. I'm like, well, start going down now. Getting back to where we first started on this one. Cat, man, they pushed the cat system back. I think it was the end of 2023 or 24. I can't remember, honestly. It was far out to where I stopped looking at it a little bit just because of the classic bullshit. But that's the thing. When all these things come in, all this bullshit comes in, they have to put the cat system to start accounting for shit. Everyone will be watching. But my God, dude. The fact that you have trillions just missing, the fact you have trillions missing, the fact you have trillions owed to us that they don't plan on paying back, the fact that other countries are going out, and this is dropping every farther and farther. Other countries are seeing it. Get the fuck out of here. The whole system's a fucking cesspool. It's a cesspool. When they can sit there and just write off, they can literally write off 35 trillion. No big fucking deal. Just write it off. Call it an undocumentable adjustment. When Uncle Sam can't find 21 trillion. Said, I don't know. We don't know where those trillions are. We had to spend it on airplanes that we can't find. We spent it on the same fucking F-13. 9 times. 4 times. So, we basically bought a plane 4 different times. But we only have 1 plane. Well, go ahead and I got an idea. Let's just write it off as an unadjustable fucking error. Go ahead and let's rebalance it. This is similar to when you reach down and balance your checkbook by, say $10. Then fuck it. Where are they getting this money? That they're readjusting. You're readjusting 35 trillion that you're adding. Where are you adding it from? Where are you getting that money? I don't fucking know. Like, good grief, dude. This shit is ridiculous, man. Like I said, everyone's worrying about the stock price. If you're so worried about the stock price, go buy AMC tickets. Go buy popcorn. Make them profitable. You want your stock price to go up? Get AMC profitable. You want your stock price to go up? Pay off AMC's debt. Stop bitching about it. That's what needs to be done. If you want it to go up, pay off their debt. If you want it to go up, help them improve getting profitable. If you want it to go up, there's 86% profit margin on popcorn. Buy mega bags. Send mega bags to homeless shelters. Every dollar you spend, look at it as a fuck you to the cocksuckers on the other side fighting us. Every one of those doctors, every penny you spend to help out AMC right now is pushing one of these doctors right the fuck out the way. Until then, they're going to sit there and keep fucking Kirby stomping this dude over and over and over. Why? Because they fucking control everything. And when they lose, they shut the buy button off. Or, I don't know if you guys saw this. On Webull, because of where the price apes at. Now you can only buy it in shares of 100, so it makes it harder for people to buy. On top of that, you come down here and you look at this. Revolt turned it off. They literally turned the buy button off. It is sell only. So again, you have more people turning the buy buttons off. Well, let me ask you this. If it needs to be at a certain price for you to have the buy button turned on, other than going to the OTC, how are people supposed to ever make it go back above that price if they can't fucking buy? You take the average buyer away. Now, I know you can get it and sign up and do all that shit. I'm not saying you can't. But it makes it another step for other people that most normal people don't know. So they're not going to go and buy it. They're going to look at this and stop buying. They're not going to be able to do it. People put up a fuss and it went back on. But that's my point. The fact that they're able to keep doing this, shut this off, do this, shut this off. It's complete bullshit. We also gave away 9 Blackhawks. Yeah, and that's the other thing. We continuously give stuff away, planes away. It was again today. They're announcing we're giving more military aid to the fucking Ukraine. Again. And this is the problem. When you have fucking all this money that you're just shoveling out to people, why the hell are you not giving any to us? If you see that your people, you see the debt is piling across the board, as we went over, if you see debt is continuously raising for everyone, houses are drastically dropping, people are losing to where they're, think about this. If you lost $40,000 on your house, how long will it take you to recover that or be able to go get another loan or pay that off enough to be where you can go get another loan to another house? What are you going to do? What are these people going to do? What are they going to do when it gets even worse? Because they're still not all the way down. The crash is still coming. So, man, this is insane. What is happening? Meanwhile, they continuously throw money everywhere else. You see trillions being lost. And now they're going, well, no one's buying anything and we don't get it. No one can. And now they're sitting on all this stuff. Trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in bonds that are bad. In bonds that are backed by mortgages no one can buy. And what are they doing? Well, if we squeeze everyone out of their money, if we make it to where they don't buy a TV this month, they don't buy their brand new iPhone 14 when they have a 13, if they don't do those certain things and go, all right, we got to fight these fuckers. I mean, like, you guys have a couple choices. In March, you let everyone know, you wake the fuckers up. You keep fighting the way you are, buy fucking hold, keep buying and holding, and support your company. Or you say fuck it at this point and say, you know what? I've bought enough. At this point, I'm going to buy as little as I can, but I'm going to more support my company. I'm going to, instead of spending $100 on stock today, I'll spend $50 on fucking AMC. I'll just buy tickets today. Fuck it. Just buy some tickets, even if it's 3 or 4. Hey, that's 3 or 4. And if a whole bunch more people do it all the time, that adds up pretty fucking quick. Change the strategy. If the strategy of buy and hold, yes, it's worked. Yes, you see that they've hidden trillions. But the problem is they have fucking lawyers, politicians, governments, and they're making new shit up all the fucking time. Like, I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit. Like, dude, I'm getting real sick and tired of this. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm doing that too. I'm going to either buy tickets, if I can't figure out which one's their worst performing theater real quick, which I'm trying to look through some of these things. I'm going to figure it out here. I'm going to find their worst performing theater, and I'm going to buy fucking a whole bunch. And then I'm going to post it on Twitter. Because that's what we need to do. We need to just say, fuck it. Like I said, you guys, we went from short squeeze traders, short-term traders, to long-term squeeze investors. You're now invested in AMC, whether you want to be or not. And I know people are sitting there, fuck, this sucks, and it shouldn't have. Yeah, I know. And you're right, it shouldn't have. We should have won. These guys should have been fucked. And, you know, all these people that talked about marching and all this shit and all this stuff and doing all these things to get people to notice, dude, I always sat there and was so against it. I'm not sitting there like saying we need to do it now, but it's like eventually, dude, at some point when it's like, when you look over here and you got fucking, Samuel, I can't wait for you to cuckle me tonight. And this guy's stealing billions of dollars. He just fucks and he just blows off the fucking government today. He just blows them off. No one gives a fuck. What's he doing? He's out there probably doing it with some prostitute in Bahamas, loving life, dude. God, I hate this kid. This fucking whole system's a joke. It's just stupid. Samuel. And that's what I say. And it's like, you got, like, people sit there and, oh man, and I've showed you guys how much I've made. I don't make that much on YouTube. I don't give a fuck. You guys think I would rather continuously not go have, like, if we mow-ass tomorrow, you don't think I want it to mow-ass tomorrow? And all of a sudden I can go fucking spend time with my family, never have to sit there and spend this. I get this pissed off all the time, over and fucking over and fucking over. Every day. You know how much this pisses me off? Like, I'm trying to be calm in these videos. This is stupid. I mean, at what point do you go, okay, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, what are we doing at this point? Anyone who has kids? What is your kid's future gonna look like? They already showed Social Security and all this stuff's gonna run out before you retire. What's gonna happen when they retire? Can they? Will they? So, man, this shit... This is a lot more than the squeeze, and it sucks. I want it to be, but this MOAS, what you're really up against is fucking insane. And can we win? Yes. Again, I think all of these time points are going to be huge from September 1st of last year. Can I be wrong? Of course. When they sit there and hire trillions and spend trillions and nobody gives a fuck. But I don't see how they can keep it away from the rest of the world at this point. They already can't keep this away now. And we only hit the 3-month. Look at what came out after the 3-month total. And I told you 3, 6, 9, 12. Hundreds of trillions will keep coming out. And it did. It did come out. The derivatives total is all backed by bullshit. Yeah, and instead of fixing shit, instead of putting money to the right things, they put all that money, like you said, to hiring 87,000 IRS agents. And what happened? IRS people are literally sitting there not paying fucking taxes. You have IRS agents literally saying they didn't understand the forms on paying taxes. The IRS had to audit the IRS. What the fuck? Where are all the trillions of dollars going? Everyone who works in government and has their hands on it is fucking stealing it. All you politicians get... Okay, think about it this way. I get paid $250K for this job. But I raised $200 million to get it. In what fucking world do people raise $200 million to get a $250K job? $150K a year job. Oh, people that are fucking taking bribes. So it's, like I said, I believe these months are going to be impactful. And I told everybody in this timeline, if they take it to the fucking left, this is going to be bloody and a very fucking hard ride. And the way to make this not as hard is you're going to have to realize fundamentals matter with AMC. If you're an AMC right now, you're an investor. Your company. It's your fucking company. And now, a lot of people, it's your fucking finances. It's your future. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's your everything. making this company thrive, whether you like the CEO, whether you don't like the CEO. I'll tell you something right now. If you guys all go out and buy these mega bags, if you guys all go out and buy these tickets, even if you're not gonna fucking go, Adam Aaron, what can he do? If you think he's an idiot, well, if you sit there and keep giving him money the way that their business is set up to make money properly, what can he do other than spend it stupid? If he starts to spend it stupidly, then you say, all right, bitch, get your fucking old piece of shit ass out, and we're fucking done with you, and I'll get in there. Just kidding. We'll get somebody in there that'll figure it out. How to raise some fucking capital and do some reverse stock splits and other things. Here's the thing. You don't want to do reverse stock split because it makes a company look bad. And all the downfalls, most of the negativities don't really equate to Ape if he would have done it right. Because it's a fucking equity and it's a special dividend. All the like negative press and all that shit, you had the Ape force behind you. They would have kept on buying no matter fucking what. So, well, I guess not. You had people like Matt Coors who are out here just fucking oh, meet Kevin. Oh, fucking Mr. Wonderful. All these people that are FTX fucking shills just, we know Matt. Fucking tool. He's out there just, sell your ape shares. Sell your ape shares, you guys. It's just, We know, Matt. How about instead you fucking worry about getting the company where it needs to fucking be, because we're invested in it. Everyone's, I mean, man, I just fucking, like I said, man, I know we're all super fucking pissed and frustrated. I am too. Like I said, I don't want to sit here and do this shit. And like I said, everyone sits there and thinks I'm trying to grift to keep it going when I'm putting 6, 9, 12-month date outs. I can't make it go fucking faster. That's just how it is. I can't make them sign contracts. That's how the contracts work. I can't make the contracts change because you guys go, well, I don't want to wait for a couple more months. Well, it's what has to happen. Like I said, I would love it if this shit ended tomorrow and I never needed to make another video again. The only videos I'd ever do is my little foundation of me and my puppies. So I'm going to open up a giant foundation for pups. Fuck animal shelters, man. Fuck animal shelters, man. Get a giant-ass puppy farm. That'd be the sweetest thing ever. But it's going to get rough, guys. I'm telling you. It's going to get fucking rough. And it sucks ass. It really does. I wish it would be... I mean, the fact the FBI, and this is a shit, like the fact the FBI, the Doge, all of these fuckers haven't done a fucking thing. Damn, bro, your mic sounds amazing. Does it sound a lot better, guys? I got this... Oh, man, I had to update the firmware, the software, dude. Like, I had a whole bunch of garbage going on last time. I thought this mic should have sounded a lot better than it used to. That, and apparently I was using your old software. Fucking Logitech changed their whole system, so that's sweet. And I got NVIDIA broadcast going on, so that's way nicer. Yeah, dude, I fixed it. It needed to go. I listened to that replay last night, and I was like, holy fuck, dude. That was bad. Like I said, I had that computer set up for, like, maybe 4 hours before that. It was literally just set up. I knew I shouldn't have streamed last night. Well, like I said, we're at the stage where they're kicking Billy. A lot of people... You either are going to have to, like I said, you're going to see, right when I made the timeline, I said, this will be the moment you will see who your shills are. You will see who really give a fuck about the movement, and who gives a fuck about only a short squeeze, and you'll give a fuck about clout. You'll see the people that just, literally, all they cared about was fucking clout. There'll be the people that aren't getting their attention, so what are they going to do? They're going to only make videos attacking other people for a little bit. Because that's all they're going to have left, and then they'll fade off into the sunset. All this is going to go in, but those accounts are still going to do what? They're going to do exactly what you saw today. This is what's going to happen with AMC and GME, just because it happened here. No matter what, Finra will do the same. It'll all happen the same way. I don't believe so, because I don't believe this had the same magnitude and buying pressure as AMC and GME have had over the last year and a half, 2 years. I don't believe this happened too soon. You need more of these to come out. You need the CBDCs coming a lot sooner. But you need more of these to come out. And this was the thing I said that they probably did. If they were going to take the timeline to the left of the CBDC timeline, remember, you had to go right or you could have went left. The right is the way we wanted. No CBDCs. Everything got exposed. And here's the problem. I thought right here, this would have been our right here. This is where we would have went to the right. Because all this got exposed, and I thought, hey, when this shit gets exposed, all these hundreds of trillions get exposed in my first fucking timeline, that should have been enough for the rest of the world to say, fuck off, cocksuckers, and pay us that money. But instead, 65 trillion's missing and no one fucking seems to give a shit. What? Blows my mind. But eventually, what are you going to do when it's suddenly 300 trillion? 500 trillion. Who knows what these numbers are going to be? It is literally freaking ridiculous. Bell, man, that's what I'm saying. At some point, dude, I always said CBDCs, you know, you need to think about if we go left, at some point, what can you do other than fucking revolt, dude? Seriously. What the fuck can you do? If they're going to keep stealing by the trillions. Guys, think about this. I mean, think about this for 2 seconds. Alright. We had what? 130 trillion? I'm not going to go count it quick. Whatever. Let's just pretend that was 130 trillion. You had these guys stealing companies. So anyone that would have prospered and went up, they stole your company. They stole companies, ideas, inventions. They stole competition, which means price, improvement. They stole so much. This 130 trillion, if they weren't allowed to sit there and do all this illegal stuff by the billions per day, that would have been back in the economy, back with us. Every single one of you right now listening that's struggling day by day, you should all had sweet jobs. Every one of you should have had a nice job, but they convinced you that raising the minimum wage is a bad thing. If the min goes up, Taco Bell workers, they shouldn't be able to make a living. They need to go get real jobs. Real jobs. They need degrees. If we fucking let the Taco Bell workers fucking make a living, that means the rest of you guys need to make more money and we'll have to fire people, which in reality, nope. Actually, you wouldn't have. And guess what? Who gives a shit if you do, you piece of crap? That means you only have so much power and so much money, and someone else would have created a new business which would have made up the jobs that you lost. So no one else would have gave a fuck. More people would have been business owners. More people would have been rich. The economy would have thrived because more people would have had a lot more shit. But instead of that, you had Republicans forever going, don't raise this. It's the fucking lazy guys. They're all lazy. They just want to be lazy. Now you have Democrats who are just as bad as the fucking Republicans. They're both on the same side, just to each other. It doesn't matter. It's just ridiculous. Our way of life, think about it. Our technology's gone up. Everything's gone up. But our quality of living's gone down drastically. Why? Because everything's being fucking stolen. The people who are supposed to stop it are doing what? Nothing. Dude, the Republicans used to be the biggest piece of shit. And the fact they ever won blew my mind. And then all of a sudden it ends up going to where it's like, well, the Democrats are just as fucking bad. They just do it a different fucking way. It's the same shit. And now I hate both of them. Red and blue really does not give a fuck about you. They don't. They really don't give a fuck. It's a joke, dude. I can't fucking stand politicians. They're all just pieces of shit, dude. Can you do that again, Vic? I don't know what you're asking me to do. But no. And that's the thing, man. I know you put your life savings in AMC. That means you've invested everything into it. And that's my point. And it sucks. And that's reality. I can't change the situation. But our situation is, we are invested in Billy. You are invested in Billy whether you want to be now anymore or not. His survival is all that you should worry about. If your life savings in there, his survival is what you should worry about more than anything. Get through the fucking storm. Because once you get through the fucking storm and these come out, Billy should fucking explode. I don't believe it'll even take up to this. I think these will be to the point where people are going to go, you're just going to blow off fucking hundreds of trillions? No. There's no fucking way. So I'm saying, our focus right now is getting AMC as much money. If you're listening to this podcast, whatever you want to call this, by the end of this shit, go take $5, $20, and just say, fuck it. I'm going to buy an AMC Mega Bag from Uber, whatever the fuck you have to do it on, and just buy it. Or just go buy 2 tickets, sell out every single theater. Could you imagine if we pick a day, if let's say in like a month or 2 weeks, let's say in a week and a half, AMC day, whatever you want to call it, everybody went out and bought a ticket. Every fucking ape said, you know what, I'm buying a ticket. I'm buying a couple, whether I can make it there or not. And then one day, AMC sold out every single theater in one day. Would that not send a message to the shorts and everyone else to fuck off? AMC in one day sold out every single theater. Do it on a day, or buy tickets to, non-big giant movies. Buy tickets to shit movies. Avatar. You already know Avatar is going to make a killing. So don't buy the good tickets to Avatar. Let people that are already going to go to Avatar. If Mary Loves Samuel's on there, and no one's going to see it, buy a fucking couple tickets to Mary Loves Samuel and sell that shit out like crazy. Buy all the shitty ones up, and then let all the people buy the good ones that are going to go. This holiday, I mean, gift cards are good, but the problem is with gift cards is they're technically a debt until they're used on their balance sheet. So I don't really know if gift cards are the greatest things to do. Because how many people get a gift card and then throw it away, and all of a sudden AMC's technically indebted those until they're redeemed. You see what I'm saying? So I like the gift card idea, but it's like if you're going to spend the $20 on the gift card, you could give AMC an 86% profit on those $20 gift cards with popcorn mega bags instead of giving them in debt until redeemed, unless that person's going to use it, really quickly. Buying these tasty dips, yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. People, if you can, averaging down at this point, not a bad time. Not a bad thing. It's not a bad time to do it. Always buy down on the lows if you can, and if you can't buy, like I said, if you can't buy and you have a lot of shares, or you got a lot of shares, you're like, I'm done buying for a while, fucking, like I said, say, okay, well, if you want that stock price to go up, what you were going to use buying, go use to support your company. Fundamentals matter right now. You are now a long-term investor in AMC until these contracts and all this shit come out, and they have to cover. I'm sorry, I can't make it any different. You can be mad at me all you want. You can blame me and say I'm doing this to grift or whatever, but that's just how it is. AMC needs to pay this debt off, be profitable, and have the stock price start rising from that. And not only does that, if you take away AMC's debt, if you make them profitable, guess what else? There's nothing they can write in articles. No more articles can come out. What are they going to bash AMC on? Man, this company's fucking debt free. Man, this company's making money. Man, this is the #1 theater company in the world. Next. See what I'm saying? Like I said, we can sit there and keep bashing at him and telling him to go spend money he doesn't have and cry about all this shit and do all this shit all you want. But, like I said, Adam Aaron's made plenty of mistakes. I went over like 15 of them. But maybe there's stuff I'm missing on all the stuff that he should have done. But like I said, there's no reason he couldn't have. There's no reason he should have done anything and everything to ride that wave that we had for profits, merchandise, tokens, paid off Ape when he had the highest amount, issued those shares, and didn't give a fuck if we got mad. I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit, like I said, he should have done. $2.30. Gotta run back to the office. I gotta go here in about 12 minutes. So, I was gonna ask anyone, does anyone have any questions at all? Go over questions for a little bit. Do a podcast, man. I pretty much, this is my podcast, bro. Let's be honest here. What are we being honest about, buddy? What's your question? That's what I'm saying, dude. Trillions are just missing across the board and no one's like, no one seems to care. You getting a Handjibber this weekend? I don't know. Probably not. Not that lucky right now. Probably in the doghouse with the missus. Who knows? Replace AA with me. I don't think you'd want me as a CEO, man. There'd be a lot of cursing going on. I don't know how the sponsors would feel about that. That's the thing, man. Everyone is brainwashed to it. They got everybody staring at their phones. Everybody's complicit. Everybody's happy with the way, everything's going on. They don't want to see what's going on. A lot of people like it. Literally, ignorance is bliss to a lot of people. And it literally is crazy to me. And then when they see anything, no, that's a conspiracy theory because I saw so on the news. Okay. Well, you already see the news lies to you, so who gives a fuck? Why does it matter what you saw on the news? Dude, I would love to go on Joe Rogan, but there's no way he'd ever have me on Joe Rogan, dude. There's no way. Protests at the SEC, man, eventually. At some point. Because at some point, like, what the fuck? Maybe more at Finra than them. Piece of shit. Do I think protests will help? I mean, they bring awareness at least. But I'm not saying to go do them. I mean, you got to do them right. Do it the right way. And, I mean, last time we did shit like that, they just pointed and laughed at us with champagne. So, does it... I don't know. Will it really do anything? But that's the thing. All these things we're allowed to do, if we sit there and keep saying, will it do anything or do anything, and you never go and find out, you'll never know. What would our forefathers have done? Our forefathers would have kicked these fuckers in the teeth long ago. The second the GameStop report happened, our forefathers would have went into these guys' fucking office, threw these fuckers into the harbor on the, the most fucking craziest wave day. They would have actually probably threw them into boats, drove out far, and then chucked them in the harbor. They wouldn't have fucked around with this shit. You don't just take trillions around and fuck around with your... Like I said, every one of your kids' futures are fucked. And that just scared the fuck out of every parent. All because they continuously pick Wall Street over the people. And when you pick Wall Street over the people for billions and billions and billions and billions at a time, how long are they going on? Said, how long's this shit been going on? Hold on, I'm trying to catch up. Alright, going on to these Thanks, quick. What's the exact price they cover in profit? 280. Honest to God, I don't know. I'll check that. I'll let you know next time. I'll make sure I have that answer for you, buddy. Buying Ape the same as buying AMC. Well, Ape's gonna be the thing that they were gonna dilute, and that's why I told everyone to buy Ape as much as you could before they let it go down into this fucking shit where they can sell their boxes crap, which is what they're gonna try and do now. And don't worry about dilution, because what money you would have lost with Ape, the value would have came back in AMC, because fundamentally AMC would have got stronger. Now let's say that Adam Aaron would have issued it at even $2. He made whatever $800 million, paid that down on AMC. Let's say then he did a reverse split. Now that money you lost, he would have got you back. Plus, he would have made you value on AMC because he would have paid down debt. And that's why I told everybody. People that sit there and worried about dilution and cried about it. You just don't understand business. You don't understand any of this shit. And to listen to you talk about it like Matt Coors, it was just pathetic. He's a fucking idiot. Can't stand that moron. He's sitting there fucking us over so he can take X. Just Sam go, Sam. Fucking can't stand this kid. Just a douchebag. Every fucking... Like I said, if you see a guy who has affiliations ever, the day you see me with an affiliation, turn me the fuck off. I'm hoping he comes on tomorrow. I sent him another email today. Gonna try and give him my phone number tonight. I'm gonna talk to him on the phone for a while. And then I'm gonna have him come on tomorrow, but I definitely want to bring him on and get him into this FTX stuff. He's been digging into this pretty good for a while, so I'm going to let him talk for a little bit. I'm going to counter some of his arguments. I'm going to counter some of his stuff just to see how, he feels about the other side. But he's got a lot of really good information. He's connected a lot of dots, and I like people that put in time and effort like that. Try and give him a little recognition. Doesn't have very many subscribers, and said he's definitely putting some good work. A couple videos here he's putting out. But he's been looking at this for a while, so. Where are you at? Are you down to start an AMC trust fund? We collect donations to the trust and request AA to sell us Ape shares. Well, I mean, I don't really know about doing something like that, because it's like, well, who's going to run it? Do you trust them all to run it? People gonna donate to it because they don't trust who's in charge? I mean, that would be hard, man. I don't know. How can people outside the U.S. help AMC? Because of the ISDA contracts. As you can see, the United States has been hiding all this through swap contracts, which is what I've been telling everybody. Everything's in the swap, dude. As soon as the shit will stop, when everybody figures out it's in the swaps, man, I'm telling you, it will all go away. You have all of this already coming out after 3 months. Imagine the 6-month period. You can't hide this shit anymore. This is why everybody's going digital. This is why fucking Chinese are over there buying as much gold as they can, because they want to have a gold digital backed yen. That could be the most powerful fucking thing out there. They want to do something that can, they're doing BRICS. They're trying to do all these things that can combat the dollar, the digital dollar, because they're like, hey, fuck you. You guys are corrupt and you're destroying everybody. Like I said, everybody that thought, like I told you guys, the rest of the world, a lot of people fucking hate us. They don't like us. Everyone. Yes, I run a software company. Joe Rogan interview. The last video he put out was, whoa, who are you talking about? Hell yeah, dude. That's a really good idea, man. Send a whole bunch of popcorn to troops, armies, community service. I gotta go here soon. You can do it to the National Guards, not community service. You can do it to the National Guard. Send a whole bunch of popcorn to them. Like I said, you can do a whole bunch of things like that. That's a really good idea, is to send it to vets. Or send it to veterans. Like I said, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. Sending popcorn anywhere to anybody is never a bad idea. Like I said, send it to homeless shelter. You had all these people. Oh, don't send it to homeless shelters. If you've ever been hungry, what, they can't have a treat? Oh, it's fatty and gross. Popcorn is actually pretty good for you if you don't put a whole bunch of butter and salt and shit on it. It's not actually that bad for you. And if you're homeless, you're not gonna, are struggling or hungry. Anything's better than not eating. Like I said, man, whole bunch of stuff, but it's like everyone, you're gonna have all these people come out and cry about it in the FUD, and I don't want to spend more money. Well, okay, well then guess what? The system's not fair. I'm showing you every day it's not fucking fair. So if you're not gonna continuously climb the mountain, Everest is a very tall mountain. If you're too scared to keep climbing, get off, or eventually you're just gonna fall. Like I said, I'm gonna keep showing you guys what their plan is and all this shit, but it's like, I got 1 minute here. I gotta go back to the office here quick. I don't have anything else to go over. But thank you guys for listening. But yeah, man, this, like I said, this stuff is getting to the point of just literally ridiculous. I mean, literally, how the hell can the IRS need to fucking cover themselves? But thank y'all for listening. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a good day. Hopefully I can get him on tomorrow. If I can, I'm gonna try and do it in the afternoon again. Probably about the same time. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys have a good day.